God's gift of dogs. It's a huge gift, and it's different for some other cultures, but for most of us, it's the love of these animals and how they bless us. I know in the United States we have this. I think it's in every country. In the Islamic world, I think many of you are watching that dogs are more distant, but there's still the need for love for all of us. We got a dog here that won't cooperate. Bear. It was his first day of being a therapy dog.
Yeah, his first day filmed.
And this is Jan. I don't know, you wouldn't call Jan the handler.
I'm not as important as the dog is, I know that.
But you can be. Well, I think with, your active listening skills, your love, your concern for others, and that's what we want to get at, because these dogs are helping us do that. I brought up one of the American presidents, Truman, who said, if politics are not easy in Washington back in the 50s, and if you want to feel loved and appreciated, just get a dog. Because back in the 50s we won. But today things have changed in the world.
You see what he was doing?
What?
He was leaning against me.
He's leaning against you. The essence moments of a dog, and Bear is a therapy dog, and so we'll just throw out our first question. We never read the question, but today we're going to read the question. Many people describe therapy dogs as providing comfort simply through their presence. Does that idea resonate with your faith, Jan? What's your thoughts?
Absolutely, it resonates. It keeps me calm. It keeps me calm. I feel loved, and so does my husband. We feel loved by him, and guess what? We have to take care of him, so it keeps us moving, our bodies moving at our older age. There's so many good things about him, but yes, we feel loved.
You feel loved, and you talked about being calm. I know you live down the road here, and there's a threatening fire way out, and I don't know if you and Larry have ever evacuated.
We have.
You have.
Mm-hmm. 3 years ago.
Or do you just say, we got to get the heck out of here, or, hey, oh boy, I'm so glad the dog is here?
Oh, yeah, well, when we evacuated, we had 2 dogs. And a friend called Bonnie, and said, come to our house. So we did, with the dogs.
You came. Just recently we heard about a woman who, because in this fire, there's a fire here in California, which if you see around the world, there's a lot of fires in this area. But they were told to evacuate, and she did not leave. And I heard that she had a lot of dogs, and she could not leave her dogs.
Yeah.
And then I did also hear that one of her friends was on the phone, and she was crying. She was panicking. The fire is surrounding me. The friend was trying to say, just get out of there. Just get out of there. She didn't. She couldn't leave the dogs.
Yeah.
So, but you understand this woman.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, the love you have for a dog who shows you so much love is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think it's the same kind of love God shows to us.
And we say, well, we can see Bear, but we can't see God.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We can see dogs, but we can't see God.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that was really the essence of why did Jesus come into the world, was God so loved the world. What's missing in the world is love.
Mm-hmm. What's missing, what's there instead of love is fear.
Fear.
Fear is there instead of love. And dogs come and go, you don't have to be so scared. I'll comfort you. I won't change your situation, but I can comfort you.
They won't change your situation.
Well, they can't say I don't have enough money or I haven't gone through a divorce or something. They can't change that, but they can love you while you're going through it. Is that not like God?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, right, I guess if we are attached to the world, and the world can go up and down, a fire can come in that threatens your home that you love, a child can get sick, and you could worry about your children or whatever, the dog will just come in there and say, I can't change that, but I can work with you.
Comfort you. Didn't you just give a sermon on when bad things happen? All the learning that we get from that.
Yeah, that we do learn, and I think what it does is it moves us back. And I think it's interesting you bring this up, because now it's making more sense to me. What does God want to do for all of us is that he wants to bring us his love and his grace that is, I don't know if the word transcends, is beyond our environment and our what's outside of us.
Beyond what's happening to us in the moment, God is above that with his love. You know, he envelops us, but the little things that are going on that are bothering us, he's not doing us like a puppet, like, okay, I'll fix that fire, I'll fix that money situation. He just is there to love us and help us through it that way.
Yeah, I mean, as a pastor through the years, I'm on year 34, I find that most people want God to fix the things outside of us. And God does say, yes, okay, there is a fire out there that's threatening you. Yes, come to me and talk to me about it. I see what God wants to fix over all things is us.
Yes.
And then when I'm hearing you say these things too, and I'm thinking, okay, well, Bear, wherever you are, the dog would come to us in that moment of anxiety and just give us a sense of peace and calmness.
That's right.
God wants to give us a sense of peace and calmness. But I think God wants to build us up beyond our circumstances. You know, when we talk about in the church the gospel is where God says, now I want to show you the essence of my love. I'm going to give my own son because I want you so much to be my child. And I want to be a part of your life. And what you need the most is grace. So God tears down that wall of us as we cling to the wrong things of this world. And he wants to let us know he's loved us anyway. Now I'm seeing a connection now because I'm seeing, let's just Bear, you're our visual. We can't see Bear right now. But even when we're messed up, even when we are going too far in life, and we're feeling the pain, whether we know the pain is from our own life or things just happen, or our pain is from our doubt that God is not with us, there's still these dogs. And these dogs will, we talked about the essence of Jan. And that dog puts his little snout on top of your leg and just leans on you.
So, you know, we can, when we're having a situation that's in our life that's bothering us, we tend to move toward either panic or fear or anger. And the dog comes along, I'm here. Hey, I'm here. I'm going to lean against you. We can be pals. And then the fear and the panic kind of subside, and then your mind starts working better.
Bringing clarity.
Bringing you clarity, and that's, to me, that's God's work. That's God, evidence of God in our lives.
Bringing us that peace and bringing us that clarity.
And we can make better decisions when we're in a better place.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. That I think there's something about, you know, feeling we're alone.
Or feeling like we don't know how to fix this situation. What am I going to do? I'm so scared. I'm so mad. I'm so sad. And we need to breathe and calm down and let God's energy come in. Let it happen.
And let a dog like a Bear come up and put it.
Yeah.
And so it's that, you know, anxiety is part of, you know, when we talk about human need, there's something missing. Yes, we can feel threatened that life is not always going to be easy for us. And there are things out there that are like a fire or whatever it may be, or like cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to be free of that fear. You know, Jesus said it many times, I believe, and it's through the New Testament. I think it's Old Testament too. Is do not be afraid, I am with you. Do not be afraid, I am with you.
Yeah, that's right.
And to bring us a sense of calmness and a sense of peace that we're not alone, that there is something here. But, you know, if we go back again to understanding dogs, you know, and I think you did tell us you're, what, 1943? Nobody when you were, but things were different. You know, you talked about having that dog when you were 4 that it wouldn't come in the house. It stayed outside. You didn't know where the dog was, and then you found the dog in the bushes. Somebody in the family did, and it was being choked. And you, as a little 4-year-old Jan, I think, did you have a little tear?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. The dog was being choked because it was putting on weight, and the collar was too tight, and we didn't pay attention to that. And then when we found him, we said, oh my goodness. And we thought he was going to die. He did not die. Or she did not die, her name was Tigger.
But there was still that need, I think, back in the 40s, and we talked about Old Yeller. I think 1957 they came out with that. The dog loves you, and then there was Lassie back in the 60s, and there was that connection. But today something's really taking off.
It is
with the dogs and animals. That the idea of you saying to your grandmother or even Chuck and Swan, your parents, well, let the dog sleep in your bed tonight.
That wouldn't happen. Not then.
No, let's go grocery shopping. Well, let's take the dog.
No, it's today. This is happening today, but not then.
But yes, and it is today. And I think there is a need that we as people have that the dogs are helping us meet. But my suspicions are that it doesn't matter whether it's the 40s, the 50s, or even the 19th century. We all as humans want to feel loved. And we want somebody to pay attention to us.
Yeah, I think that sometimes don't know how to get that love. We don't know how that can happen for us.
We don't know how that can happen.
No, and so the dog. This is my take on it. The dog comes along and says, "Okay, let's just take a breath. Let's just relax. And when we relax, you will let God's love in." And that's how it happens.
So it's just that sense of, that's what I'm hearing from you. It's kind of like, let it come in. I have peace in my life right now. I got this animal with me. And
you almost can't let it in when you are so scared and so angry. It's like you shut the door. And when you breathe and relax and love the dog in return, the door opens.
Sometimes I bring up around this church Pelican Bay, which is the Supermax prison up north. And I wonder what would happen if they do bring therapy dogs into Supermax places.
I think they do take therapy dogs into prisons. I know that.
And that it gives people a sense of fear, because I think that those are some of the most troubled individuals in society. They can't do boundaries. They will hurt you. They need something. And can dogs come and bring a calmness to that?
Definitely.
Right. And then, you do see the other side of this too, getting back to dogs, where, and I've seen it, and I think maybe you have too, where people will go out and get a dog that is known to be tough. It's got that strong pit bull, that chest. They want dog fighting. Remember that Michael Vick was into dog fighting years ago? This idea of I'm going to extend my sense of being macho and powerful through this animal. That it can work the other way. I wonder in those situations, the people who have that mindset, I need a
tough dog.
Doberman. I need a Doberman. I need a pit bull, a Rottweiler, a Rottie, but they still that emotional love still there, that they cling to that animal, or is it a tough guy relationship?
It could be either.
Or they feel threatened and I feel safe with this dog. The world is going to get me. This dog will protect me. Yeah. And that works. I don't see that working for you, Jan.
I don't need that.
Well, right. You have more sense of a peace. It's not, Bear,
so
you need to come through for me. If somebody threatens us and gets into our house, a home invasion, you go after them.
Oh, no, I don't think he's going to do that.
No, he's not going to do that, but I don't think Jan wants that.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want to be mean to anyone. But what he does for me at this point in my life, and actually for many previous years, other dogs have done, he gives me a way to show God's love in the world in a way that's so fun, that's so peaceful. Yeah. So when we go to the hospital, the other dogs I take it to the hospital. Oh, people just say the most incredible. Oh, thank you so much for bringing the dog in. We don't talk about anything great. We don't even say God. We just talk.
And the dog.
And they're petting him.
Right.
They're petting him, and then they go, "Oh, thank you so much for coming." Maybe it's 5 minutes. Maybe it's 3 minutes. Maybe it's 20 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah. When we, as clergy, as pastors, I was talking about what would have been like 70 years ago, because they got comfort dogs now in the church.
Yeah.
And, if you went to a pastor's conference 70 years ago and then you stood up in front of all the pastors, oh, we got comfort dogs here. And these go to the hospital, they give people a sense of calm and peace. they might look at you like, what? Those dogs? I mean, yeah, I like my dog, but you know, people today you see people, I like my dog, but I'm not taking him to Walmart. You know, so it does something. I mean, just want to say to you that, Bear, stand up. No, that there's something behind these dogs and God who created them. But what God gave us even above those things is His presence. He wants to make us His children. He wants to have a relationship with us. And Bear will perform without food.
Yes, he will.
But you know, to understand your animal,
Yes.
your animals, and to understand there's something behind them, but there is a God who goes even beyond our animals, who loves us, who wants to be in our lives, who will work with us even though we mess up, that He wants to bring us grace through His Son and remind us daily that you are loved, I am with you. And He wants to build us up. So thanks for being here with Jan and I and Bear, the camera shy dog. And take care, everybody. God's peace.